Assalamu alaikum. I have a question which I really needed to get out of my chest. So here we go. Uh, Before I ask that question, I feel that I don't know how this is going to be perceived by people, but I feel that I wouldn't get any response, or you never know. But anyway, so here's my question. My question is how much money does it take to say yes to murdering children? How much, what is the price for 300 or more lives? I tell you why. Because, yes, many have guessed it right. This is about Palestine. This is about Israel. This is actually about the UAE Israel relation. And let's just take away anything related to religion here, politics here. Let's just take it away, all that. Let's just talk about humanity here. Uh, Let me just share a few recent news which you're already aware of. Recently, an Emirati petroleum company bought a 22% stake in Israeli offshore field. Now, this is really significant for Israel because it will help them achieve a dream of being, improving their natural resources and being one of the major players in global gas trades. So I guess so this is in fact one of the biggest deal by two Middle Eastern nations in recent times. So I just feel that if you are going to enter a business which is in billions, you have some sort of say with each other. And this happened amidst the bombings in Gaza and in Hamas and whatever in Palestine. Now, why this conflict? Conflict is because uh, Palestinians stood for Al Aqsa. They protested for Al Aqsa. What is Al Aqsa? It was first Qibla as a Musliman's first Qibla. Israel is a land where there is not even a square inch foot of space which was not walked upon by a prophet. So it's a holy land for Christians, for Muslims, for Jews. And Jews are not anyway, uh, they can't fight for land until the Messiah or prophet shows up. Now forget all that. Forget all that. Let's forget the religious part again. So this is what's happening. There is a business relation by the UAE. We mentioned the Emirati gas. Now, who made this decision? Prince Mohammed ibn Zayed of Abu Dhabi made the decision of this uh, oil investment in the offshores. Really? How much wealth does Abu Dhabi need? So it's not desperation. You knew that if you still go on with this, had you given a concern, then it would have been like, okay, we should stop what we're doing right now. Those we need to have peace because for Israel, this also brings in foreign investors. After this, there will be more foreign investors who will be not thinking twice to invest. So you're actually literally sponsoring war, if I could say. There is another healthcare agreement which was signed recently, so you do care about the wealth and health of people also. If you could care about the health of people, then I ask people in in governments in governance in Abu Dhabi, if you really care about health, he said, just your nation. I was someone who was born in the UAE, but I'm an Indian. So, do you care about me? I'm a Muslim, but it doesn't make a difference. Do you care, no matter who I am? Do you care the well-being of others? Do you want to live in a world of peace? I just want to ask you that question. I don't know. Anyway, this also makes Saudi Arabia and Bahrain embrace Israeli. They will even do that if you blew away the entire Gaza Strip. Saudi and uh, Bahrain wouldn't care, and they did. Yeah, there are some Muslim countries who raised concern, but they were so political. You know, they made sure that they didn't blame Israel or Palestine for the attack. They were so diplomatic. Saudi, well, they even went one step forward ahead. Just one step. There was even a social media campaign, not my cause or not my concern. Palestine is not my concern. That was also a hashtag. Really, Palestine is not your concern because it doesn't put money on your pocket. Come on, man. Where is humanity going? You don't have to claim to be Islamic or something, but come on. I would have said the same if this happened in Vietnam. You have an accord, Abraham Accord, UAE and Palestine and Israel, and that dramatically improved after that the tourism. I think about 130,000 Israelis had a made a trip to UAE after that, after the normalization. And there was absolutely no problem. This continued even a day after, or the bombings, even yesterday it happened. So there's absolutely no concern. The UAE even broke some rules. They also went to territories where travel was banned for the sake of few Israelis. That's the truth. Check it out. All these are fine in the name of money. So there are also few Arabian Emiratis who are buying land in Palestine. Also, I was I was dumbfounded when I knew about this because someone from the UK made me pointed me to that, and I was like, really? Right now, you are buying property in Palestine when people are not even free to move about? Wow. There's a video that comes to my mind. It makes me very apprehensive. It makes me very agitated. Where someone says, "What did we do wrong? We are hungry. Feed us." Now, we're all struggling during this time of pandemic. We're all struggling, and but no matter how hungry I go or my family goes, there is always a limit. There is always a bar which I wouldn't cross. This is because y there's a point where you value people more than money. I can't go kill someone to provide food on my table, no matter how desperate it gets. This is not purge. This is no better than that. How much is it? How much are you gonna pay for this? What is the price for all those lives? When is when is it enough? Enough is enough. All those I'm not against any religion. I'm not against any political agendas or anything against diplomacy or anything against unity. I'm not talking anything against business or whatever it is. We all need to prosper. We all, this world is for everyone. But you see, I specifically want to ask the rulers and the ministers in the UAE, were you able to stop this genocide? Were you able to bring peace to a land? Then why didn't you do it? You could have still got the money. You could have still got everything that you needed and even more if you had cared. You want to oust Iran, but unifying with Israel. What if is there another something else? What if there's another turn and all this collapse? Someone said in recent times, Israel is not to be trusted, so make sure they keep up their promises. I'm not going to say that. There's no disrespect to Israel, even if they killed hundreds of my brothers and sisters. You can talk about raping children. You can talk about, uh, I don't know, killing like it is your birthright. Hey man, I'm still gonna treat you the same because it's just a disease you're going through. Anyone who says that they are willing to rape children or that they don't have the right to live, I just condemn them. You're not on the same league as me. I'm sorry to say that. But our silence is killing. You can call yourself a Muslim nation. If you call yourself that, act like that. Because Islam is about peace. If you want to do and remain silent, just don't call yourself a Muslim nation. You can allow alcohol in your country. You can allow do whatever you will, man. You do it. It's your money. It's your world. You're gonna live forever. I don't know. Do what you have to do, but just don't be using the name when you can't act the part. And next time, I humbly request you, have that alliance, do those things, but please maintain peace. If you can be a messiah of peace, do it. Wishing the world prosperity and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khairan.